In this video, I'm going to give you a 6-step blueprint that's going to take you from 0 followers on TikTok to 10,000 followers before the end of the week, because you need to change the time that you're posting, the hashtags that you're using, and 4 other things I'm going to share with you in this video. In fact, this creator right here just went from struggling to grow to gaining over 50,000 followers by implementing this blueprint. And this creator was able to gain over 200,000 followers, and the same exact thing can happen to you so long as you implement this blueprint. But first, you need to just smash that subscribe button. If you're going to go click on TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube, I literally upload a video every single day about how to grow on these platforms. In addition to that, I just created a free TikTok growth course you could get at the pinned comment below. It's going to tell you everything that you need to grow on TikTok, like how the algorithm works and so much more. So what are you waiting for? Go to the pinned comment below and register right now. It's literally 100% free. The first thing that you need to make sure that you're doing if you want to grow quicker on TikTok is you need to make sure that you're actually posting at the right time. And there are 3 time frames that you need to be posting in. Now remember, between each post that you do, you need to wait at least 1 hour, because if you don't, it's not going to reset your eligibility to show up on the For You page again. And if you're getting posts that shows ineligible for the For You page, this might be one of the reasons why. The first time slot that you need to post in is from 10 a.m. to 11:45 a.m. The second is from 2:30 p.m. to 4 p.m. And then finally, the best time slot that makes the most posts go viral, especially for small accounts on TikTok, is from 7:15 to 10 p.m. But just posting at the right time on TikTok isn't enough, because you also need to make sure that you're using the right hashtags. And there are essentially 4 hashtag strategies that you need to make sure that you're implementing right now. But please remember, there are broad hashtags and there are trending hashtags on TikTok. There are also niche specific or post specific hashtags. Broad hashtags are going to be things like hashtag FYP, hashtag viral, hashtag trending, hashtag For You. Trending hashtags are going to be the ones that show up under the discover page, and the niche specific or post specific hashtags are going to be the hashtags that come up when you do a search for whatever you're about to post about on TikTok, and you go under tags and see all those different hashtags there. And you should always be trying to use the largest hashtags possible, because if you're going after small hashtags, TikTok's going to show your content to a small audience, and then as a result, you're going to get a small number of views. So just changing the right hashtags could actually be the thing that increases the views that you get. The first hashtag strategy you need to implement is 9 to 10 hashtags. The second is going to be 12 to 15 hashtags. The third is going to be 6 to 7 hashtags. And then finally, you need to be using 2 to 3 hashtags. Now here's the deal. You want to use each one of those strategies on a separate post for the next 2 weeks, and then you're going to be able to determine which one of those strategies, or maybe it's 2 of the strategies, led to you getting the most views on TikTok. And then I would use those 1 or 2 strategies 80% of the time, test the other strategies the other 20% of the time, just in case anything changes. Now, when it comes to how frequently you should actually be posting on TikTok, this has recently changed as well. Ideally right now, you should be posting 1 to 2 times a day. And if you get things to really work on TikTok, you can increase that to 3 times a day. But back in the day, you were able to post 4, 5, 6, even 8 times a day on TikTok. I wouldn't recommend doing that anymore. Now TikTok wants you to balance between quality and quantity of content. And if you're just spamming TikTok, it's not going to lead to getting the views that you used to get back in the day. In fact, this is going to hurt you and put you in that 200 to 300 view jail. Now, there are 3 other things that you need to make sure that you're doing on TikTok right now, but first, I did want to emphasize how important it is to get monetized on TikTok. You can literally make thousands of dollars a month simply by having 10,000 followers on TikTok. So you need to make sure that you get there as quickly as humanly possible if you want to get paid just for posting on TikTok right now, because you're finally able to do that in 2024. And this is one of the biggest opportunities to be able to make money online right now. So the next thing you need to be focused on is the actual length that you're creating your content, and there are 2 length strategies that you could stick to. The first one are just the general best lengths to be posting in right now on TikTok. The first one is going to be 6 to 7 seconds. The second is going to be 17 to 21 seconds, which is going to be a medium-sized video. And then that third are videos over 60 seconds long. Videos over 60 seconds long are the easiest to get monetized on TikTok, and they're the ones that are generally getting the most views right now. But you can't just go based off of those general times. You can use those as a guideline, but what you actually need to be doing is you need to make sure that you go through and actually do the search for what you're about to post about on TikTok, see how long the top 4 or 5 videos under that search are, and then create your content within those lengths, because TikTok is classifying whether or not a viewer is going to want to watch a video, not only based off of the topic that you're talking about, but also based off of the length that you're talking about. For example, if you go and look up how to get 6-pack abs, and you were about to create a video about this, and the 4 videos that showed up were all over 60 seconds long, and then you go ahead and make a 5-second video or a 30-second video or a 50-second video, guess what's going to happen? Your video is going to get nowhere near the amount of views that all those other videos got, simply because you were using the wrong length. And now TikTok found it almost impossible to be able to classify your content the right way to show it to that right audience. On top of that, you need to make sure that you're spending less time editing your TikToks right now, and there's very good reason for this because TikTok has recently changed your algorithm and now they don't want you spending as much time editing your content. In fact, I bet if you go scroll your For You page right now, you're not going to see highly produced videos. Instead, you're going to see videos with a little less editing that are focusing on 3 things and 3 things only. 1, a little bit of text on the screen. You want to have a little bit of text in the beginning and then text every few seconds that comes up to keep the viewer engaged in the story that's actually being told. Or you could add subtitles or captions, and this will kind of do the same exact thing, but you still want that text to pop up to keep the viewer engaged. The second thing that you need to make sure that you're doing is you need a clip change every few seconds or at least every 10 seconds. If you're not doing something like that, the background that you have behind you needs to be moving or you need to be walking around telling a story. If that's not happening, well, guess what? You're going to lose your viewers' attention and you're not going to get the watch time that you need on your post. And then the third thing you want to make sure that you're doing is you need to make sure that you're using props within your content. There are several ways to do this. You could do this with a green screen. You can do this by holding something up within your content. You could do this by holding several things in your content or by showing things and flipping your camera around. But if you're not adding a prop into your content, it's going to be really hard to keep somebody's attention for as long as you need to right now on TikTok in order for TikTok to actually push out your content. And now for one of the most important things that you can do right now on TikTok, and you need to make sure that you're only going after topics that have the potential to go viral. If you go to TikTok right now and do a search for what you were about to search about and you filter it by most liked, but also this month, and you don't see any posts with at least 10,000 likes on them, well, guess what? That means that it is almost impossible for the video that you're gonna create to get over 100,000 views. And if you're not able to get over 100,000 views on a video, it's gonna be really hard to get 10,000 followers on TikTok. It's gonna make it way more of a grind, and it's gonna make it you literally just creating new TikToks every single day, and slowly you'll gain 10, 20, 30 followers a day. But if you really wanna get a lot of followers fast, you need to be getting a lot more views on TikTok. And the only way that you're gonna do this is by making sure that you're posting at the right time, you're using the right hashtags, you're implementing everything else that I shared with you in this video, and you're actually going after the right topics. And here's the deal. You need to not just limit yourself to what is showing up within your niche. Instead, what you need to be doing is you need to be going after authority figures, you need to be going after big celebrities, you need to be going after big TikTokers or anybody else that has a large following on social media, because a bunch of people are already interested in them. So if you could tie them into your niche, guess what ends up happening? You end up getting a lot more views, and this is gonna make it way easier for you to grow fast on TikTok. The other thing that would make it incredibly easy for you to go on TikTok is if you actually had somebody giving you feedback or telling you exactly what you should post or what time you should post to reach the specific audience that you're trying to reach. And personally, I want to help you do that. In fact, I want to look at your TikTok, tell you everything I would do differently to get you more followers, like how I helped this creator gain 50,000 followers in just 30 days and this creator over 200,000 followers in 30 days. If you want results like that, then you need to work with me personally, and you need to keep watching this video because I've got a special offer for you. The opportunity to grow on TikTok and this organic reach that we're currently seeing is not going to last for forever. And the only 2 things holding you back from getting the followers that you deserve right now on TikTok and the followers that you want is 1, you haven't implemented the steps that I share with you in this video to help you get more followers, and 2, you haven't gotten into my TikTok mentorship program yet, where I literally am going to guarantee that I help you get more followers in the next 30 days, or you get your money back, 0 questions asked. And the way that this works is I'm going to tell you exactly what to post, when to post, what hashtags to use to guarantee that you get more followers in the next 30 days. If that sounds interesting, then please go to the link in the description below and get signed up right now. The average person that's gone through this program has gained over 50,000 followers, and nobody has ever gone through it and gained less than 6,500 followers if they implemented everything that I share with them. And since you're still watching this video, I'm going to assume that you're above average. So the odds of you gaining over 50,000 followers is probably quite high. And it doesn't matter what your background is or what your niche is. This program is going to help you get more results faster and easier. If you're struggling right now to grow on TikTok, you need to get into this, because every single day that you wait, it's only going to get harder to grow. So what are you waiting for? Go to the link in the description below and sign up right now. You literally have absolutely nothing to lose. You're going to get more followers on TikTok, or you're going to get your money back. In fact, this creator just went through this program and gained over 10 million followers. This creator over 14 million, and this creator over 16 million. And I want you to be my next success story. So please stop procrastinating, invest in yourself now, and get the TikTok followers that ultimately you deserve. Or I strongly suggest you check out the next 2 videos I put up on the screen, because they're the videos YouTube thinks you should watch next. Thank you so much for watching.